Imagine if you could download information into your brain, like Neo in the Matrix. 1 second you're clueless about physics. The next, boom, you're debating Einstein over coffee. Okay, maybe not that fast. But what if I told you there's a brain trick, a real one, that could make you learn things 10x faster? No hype, no brain zapping helmets, just a weird little shift in how you study. A method so simple, it'll make you wonder why no one taught you this in school. Want to study like a hacker? Let's break into your brain. So here's the problem. Most people study like, well, hamsters on a wheel. They keep running in circles, rereading notes, highlighting everything like a rainbow threw up on the page, and then wondering why nothing sticks. I used to do this too. I'd read a chapter, feel smart, close the book, and forget everything the next morning. Like a goldfish with a PhD. But then I discovered something that changed everything. A trick that hackers use all the time. No, not computer hackers, mind hackers. People who understand how the brain works and how to bend it to their will. Not through magic, but by understanding a powerful glitch in our memory system. Ready? The trick, active recall, plus an mental simulation. I know, that sounds like something out of a sci-fi lab. But here's the human version. Don't just read stuff. Try to remember it without looking. That's it. Seriously, that's the hack. Because here's the thing, your brain learns best when it struggles. Not when it passively absorbs information, but when it retrieves it. Retrieval is like lifting weights for your memory. The more you try to pull stuff out of your brain, the stronger your recall becomes. It's the difference between watching someone do push-ups on YouTube and actually doing the push-ups. Let's break it down with a dumb example. Imagine you're trying to learn the names of the planets. You read them once. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. You feel smart. Now, instead of reading them 10 more times, you close your eyes and try to recall them from memory. You probably get to Mars, and then your brain goes, Jupiter? Or is it Jimmy? That's good. That little, moment? That's your brain doing the actual work. That's where the learning happens. Because now your brain goes, wait, I need this info? And it starts reinforcing those neural pathways like crazy. Hack it like a pro. Here's how to use this in real life. The hacker way. Read or watch something once. Close the book. Try to explain it like you're teaching a squirrel. Yes, a squirrel. Keep it simple. Let's say you just learned how photosynthesis works. Don't just nod and move on. Stop and say, okay, photosynthesis is when plants eat sunlight. No, wait. They use sunlight to turn carbon dioxide and water into sugar. Kinda like plant cooking. Boom. You just learned it better than 90% of students out there. Even if your explanation is weird or clumsy, especially if it's weird or clumsy, your brain locks it in. Mental simulation, the secret weapon. Now here's where things get juicy. Let's say you're learning how to solve math problems or write essays. Don't wait for the test. Mentally simulate it right after you learn it. Example, you just learned how to solve a quadratic equation. Close the notes. Now pretend your evil math teacher is staring you down and says, solve this, or the school explodes. Dramatic? Yes. But now your brain is engaged. It thinks it's under pressure, and pressure turns passive knowledge into active skill. This is how athletes train. This is how pilots train. And now, this is how you study. You don't just read, you rehearse. You simulate. You become the hacker of your own learning. Wait, doesn't this take more time? Nope. In fact, it saves you a ridiculous amount of time. Rereading a chapter 10 times takes forever, and you still forget it. But struggling to recall it once or twice, that locks it in for days. It's like learning to ride a bike. You don't watch tutorials for 5 hours. You wobble once, fall, maybe cry a little, and boom, you never forget. Same with your brain. Struggle once, remember forever. Bonus trick, the forget on purpose. Hack. This one sounds illegal, but hear me out. When you learn something new, wait a little before reviewing it. Yeah, seriously, let yourself almost forget it. Then try to recall it again. Why? Because the harder your brain has to work to bring it back, the stronger the memory gets. It's like your brain saying, dang, this must be important. Let's save it in the VIP section. This is called spaced repetition. And when you mix it with active recall, you become unstoppable. It's like giving your memory a protein shake and sending it to the gym. Still, think you're bad at studying? You're not. You've just been using broken tools. It's like trying to chop down a tree with a spoon. But now you've got the hacker toolkit. Active recall. Force your brain to pull info out. Mental simulation. Practice in your head like it's real life. Spaced repetition. Review just as you're forgetting. Use these, and you'll stop studying for hours and start remembering for life. We spend years in school, but no one teaches us how to learn. That's like training for a marathon, without ever learning how to run. But now you've got the cheat codes. You don't need to be smarter. You just need to study smarter. So the next time you sit down with a textbook, don't highlight. Don't reread. Don't zone out. Instead, close the book. Ask yourself, can I explain this to a squirrel? If not, try again. That's how you study like a hacker. That's how you learn 10x faster. And that's how you win.